floor open for you.
Riley's question was, dang. Oh, she said, as women, what do we consider as controlling? That was Riley's question.
No, the first question or second question?
That's the second question. Your first question was, what categorizes a woman as a victim? Playing the victim.
Okay.
So, I mean, we could go either one.
Yeah. I asked the question. I don't know the solution.
Obviously. Together and collectively, y'all should get it.
Well, I think what controlling is like monitoring me as if as you're my parent. I don't want to be in a relationship feel like I got a third parent. That's controlling me. So it's like I'm the type of person, I'm comfortable to show you my phone before I want you to take it. I'll show you it. Everybody ain't like that, but I'll show you it before you take it, because I feel like you take it, that's breaching my privacy. So that's what I think controlling is, really.
Nah, I agree with her. I feel like that is.
Time the fuck out. Why you looking at me when you said that shit?
Chill out, bruh. Cause nigga, you tall as hell just standing, bruh. That's why we looking.
My thing is,
you trying to hit?
If I see a pattern that changes in your personality, if I ask you a question, I feel like you're lying, I feel like you're not telling me the truth, and I feel like you're playing with my feelings and stringing me along, I'm gonna find out the information for myself, and I'm gonna give you an ultimatum. Either you stop doing what you're doing, get your life together quick, fast, and in a hurry, or just let me move on to the next. Because if I'm in a relationship with you, I'm in it for the long haul. I'm not in it for just to be play, just for you to have a social media
persona,
couple goals and shit. I'm not here for you to put on. I'm not for show. I'm not an item. I'm a person. Mm-hmm. I have feelings. I want to be respected. I want my thoughts to be heard, but I also want to listen to your thoughts. So if there's no communication, then it's not gonna work out.
And do people call you controlling because you go and figure out the problem? Is that like, do people call you controlling for doing that?
It's not as they calling it controlling, but I feel as though when they look at me, they see it as controlling. So they think that since I'm controlling them, they can control me. Mm-hmm. So if I look through your phone, obviously you can look through my phone. I feel you comfortable looking through my phone. But if it's messages that you see, that's not my problem, because you also have the same.
We got Quan in the cut.
Yes,
we got Quan in the front, and then we got Mario in the cut. So you'll hear from Mario off the side, and we're just gonna be talking our shit and giving our experiences, letting y'all hear.
Wise ass
views.
All right, so she asked me a question. And she thought I had a question for her to ask. But before we jump back into that, welcome to another episode of A Wave Podcast. But this is not a Wave Podcast episode. This is the first and the very, very only one that y'all gonna see for a little while until I can get the, technicalities right. But welcome to a Wave Society episode, y'all. Welcome to another episode. Wave Society, we do things a little different than a Wave Podcast. Normally, I steer the conversation and talk and, try to ask my guest questions. But on the Wave Society, we do things a little different. We will be having everybody steer the conversation wherever they want to steer the conversation towards. You get what I'm saying? This is a topic. This is for everybody to release whatever they feeling, whatever they thinking off their chest. And it's a safe environment to do so. So, again, welcome to another episode. The first episode of A Wave Society. Let's get back into it. So the topic that you guys were talking about before was controlling, and you said something about the men being controlling, how you would react to a controlling man that you could possibly also be thought of as a controlling woman. And your spin and outtake on that was, to me, it was very it was not something I would expect a woman to say. You get what I'm saying? You're very raw and direct to the approach. You don't take the sensitive way. You see it as a man playing the game or trying to do this or he's doing that. So shit, I'm gonna play the same game. Why not? Why cry about it and stuff when I can benefit from it too?
I mean, I'm not gonna say that I don't cry. I'm a very sensitive person. I do cry. I'll cry in front of the person I love. That's just how I am. But at the same time, I won't let you take me crying as a weakness. So while I'm crying, I'm still guarded. I still have my heart. I don't have my heart on my sleeve. I never wear my heart on my sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
I have my heart in a box. That box, I don't let nobody have the key to. I don't even let my parents have the key to that box. Because if they hurt me, I can't take that well. Mentally, I can't take that well.
Mm-hmm.
Physically, I cannot take that well. So
you like doing what you gotta do to basically protect yourself.
I do what I do to protect myself.
That hurt.
Even if I'm in a long relationship, there's still like a 10%, maybe like a 2% of a non-trusted thing inside me. So if I do something that makes it seem like I don't trust you, it's not because of you, it's because of what I dealt with in my past life. But at the same time, I'm still learning not to let my past life affect my future.
Right.
I think pretty much all of us go through that.
Yeah, we all go through it in like different ways too. Cause like, and people will try to call certain things controlling, but it's like when you've been affected by so many past relationships and when certain parts of yourself kind of been torn down, it may come off as controlling, but it's like, really it's like a guarded thing to protect yourself. Like, that's how I see it. But
people may seem like my way is a little bit
excessive.
Yeah, excessive. They make it seem like it's a hoish ways, but to me, it's not a hoish ways. I mean, when you go on a dating site, you're gonna have like 10 potential females that you want to pick out of. You're gonna carry a conversation with those 10 potential females and see what you like within them. So with me, I have one guy that I don't see, as the one, because he's not portraying to be my forever guy. And I got like guys line up. I'm trying to put myself out there because people may seem like I'm like shy and like stuff like that. Say that I'm not trying to find love if I don't try. So if I just try with this one guy, it's not gonna mix.
Can we normalize that though? Like, can we dead ass normalize the fact that like you don't have to? I don't know how to say it, but like
you don't have
talking to multiple people as long as you like, you are single. Like talking to multiple people is not a hoish thing on a male or female side. Like, how the fuck you gonna find what you like? This is my opinion. Anybody else, y'all give y'all's right after me. But like talking to other people, I don't think that make you a hoe or a player. If how the fuck you gonna find what you like if you won't even put yourself out there in a way, respectfully. I say it like that, respectfully.
Respectfully.
I'm not talking about fucking sucking on. Ooh, I ain't talking about doing that on every person, but I'm just saying like, why do we get in a talking stage and so early on, especially females and dudes too, but especially females? Why do we like automatically attach to one dude?
That's just how we explain that.
Okay.
So with me, I like when I meet that one person, I try to get to know them before trying to look at other options because I want to see, hey, is this the person I want to be with?
Mm-hmm.
Is this the person I can see my future with?
Mm-hmm.
If not, then I will move on. But as far as looking at other people and having other options at the same time, it takes my focus away from that one person.
Okay.
So for me, I look and I see if this is the person I want to be with, and if it is, I take that chance.
Okay, so you would say that the method I'm saying, the method you saying, is it's two different ways to be in the talking stage.
Yeah, I feel like your way is not bad, or it's not hoish, or
and yours
isn't
way. Either.
Right. You can go either way. I was just saying, like, from my point, like that's what I would do.
For me, I would think it's like maybe a little bit more complicated to do the way that you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's easier to just focus on one person and then move on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much the same way. Like for me, I would do the same thing. It's just one person. If I don't like what I see, it's on to the next. Like and even that, people think that it's still like you can be talking to that one person and then you find you don't like that and then go to somebody else, and how other people looking at it is hoish, but it's not hoish.
They be like,
Yeah.
you basically moving too fast.
Yeah, that's what
But
they
it's
call
not
it.
that. It's like
You already know from the jump.
Yeah,
you don't
I'm all-
want that.
Yeah.
in my mind, once I see that I don't like what you're doing, it may be too fast for everybody else, but for me,
But it's
First
okay to
impression
pick
is
and
everything.
choose.
yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and stew what could have been, what should
Or
have
what
been.
you can be.
Yeah,
and-
what I'm trying to figure. I'm not finna make a. I'm not your mama. That's one thing. I'm not your mama. I would not take a boy and turn you into a man. Your mama gonna have to teach you that. Your daddy gonna have to teach you that.
Baby,
I just take
what
you
K.
show
Michelle
me.
said. Can't raise a man.
Can't
like,
raise no man. I ain't raising no man. I'm letting you know that right now. I ain't raising no man.
But I respect that though. Like I respect it. Like I respect the fact of like, especially if I was on the other end. If a nigga don't like what I'm talking about, nigga, stop talking to me. Like simple, bruh. I don't like when people try to, cause then you get like fucked up situations where you try to make somebody become what you want them to be because you wanted them to change from when you met them when you could have just moved the fuck on. So
Okay. How you feel about it?
yeah, how you feel?
How I feel?
Yeah.
I feel like y'all talk about some bullshit, honestly.
So
Y'all only speaking from a female's point of view. Y'all don't think about it from niggas' point of view.
Well, that's why
Okay,
we
that's-
have
That's why you're here.
I'm about to give y'all my point. Don't
Okay.
cut me off. I'll let y'all talk. I sat here and shut the fuck up. It's my turn. This for all the niggas out there. I know y'all cussing out the screen right now. Anyways,
This is for the city
the
boys.
reason that niggas look at it as if y'all is hoes, quote unquote, because you're moving from nigga to nigga for one, and then like you said, you're not focused on one nigga. You're talking to multiple niggas at once. So if you're talking to multiple niggas at once, and all your focus is not on one nigga, how can you really ever know what the fuck you want? Because you see one thing in this nigga you like, you see two things in this nigga you like, so your mind is just random. Oh, I like this about this nigga, and I like this about this nigga. You never have time to focus on that one person and actually find out what the fuck you want.
And that's what I was
And you said you can't, what you say? You can't make a boy a man or something like that. What about the niggas? Goddamn, y'all got so high expectations of us. Half of these females, not saying y'all, half of these females be ain't shit ass females thinking, oh, I gotta have a nigga with 800 credit score. He gotta be 6'8", goddamn basketball player.
Yeah,
He gotta have a black car. He gotta have 2 cars and a yacht. What the fuck you bring to the table? Bitch, you do a house in your mama basement. You're broke.
I also
Look,
feel like
no, I got a strong
women-
opinion to agree with that shit.
I feel
agree
like
with
you
that.
I agree
guys,
with
when
that.
it comes to that situation, you guys also, it could be the cornballiest nigga,
Facts.
the nigga that y'all wouldn't even really normally look at, that could give you everything that you're looking for. Because when y'all pray to God and ask God for this, and this, y'all don't be necessarily specifying what package you want him to come in. Y'all just want all the items to be there in that package, right? Okay, then it could be the most cornballest nigga that y'all would never think twice about, but he can have everything that you're looking for in a man, and y'all pass him up and keep going from nigga to nigga trying to look for that one good nigga, but you looking at all the wrong niggas. So you can't compare us niggas or say that about niggas when y'all looking at the wrong niggas, because just like how y'all don't like being compared to all females.
Y'all say
Yeah.
y'all looking for a specific type of nigga. The reason that y'all keep finding the same nigga is because y'all not willing to change and go to another nigga or venture out and have a different type. Y'all got a specific type and y'all got set goddamn attributes y'all want this nigga to have.
Well,
Oh, he gotta be good, or
Wait,
he gotta
so
be.
not-
He gotta be.
okay.
Whoa! I'll let y'all talk. Let us niggas have the flow. You see, females don't never want to let a nigga win,
But
When
they want
start
us to
hearing
listen to them
oh,
and shit.
They want to start bringing up details and say, no, let us finish. Like I was saying, y'all have a set goddamn mentality you want your nigga to have already, and y'all keep looking for that same nigga getting the same result. Obviously, you got to change these niggas that y'all passing up on because they might not have all the characteristics that you want. You're not willing to work with that person. If you work with that person, that nigga might be the perfect nigga in the world. Ain't nobody gonna be perfect everything you want. It's not possible. It just don't work like that.
See, most of y'all females be fucking up. Y'all be asking God for this man to be good, have this good job, have this good
lot of
credit,
money.
have all of this money. But y'all don't be asking God for the guy to have
What's that
have
one
a
quote?
big dick or nothing like that.
What's that one
It's a
quote?
nigga that's out there with a whole schmeat right now that could be the perfect nigga for y'all, but y'all pass that nigga because of what's in his pants. So y'all gotta be careful what y'all be asking for, because the shit that y'all be asking for don't be making sense all the time, because it be right there in front of you. If I'm telling you, it be that cornball-less nigga, but y'all trying to stay with this athlete type, this wannabe rapper ass nigga type, this other nigga that's over here sitting in the corner trying to do A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Like, no, y'all don't want no simple ass nigga that's just worried about graduating He don't give a fuck about prom, none of that shit. But if you, like how you say you can't turn a man into a, can't raise a man or whatever, y'all like for men to turn y'all into, y'all, if y'all broke, y'all like men to make y'all rich, right?
Pretty much.
Who's y'all?
I'm just saying.
We're not saying y'all. We said
I understand. Okay, I
Women
think.
won't look bring a broke man up.
think it's
They'll
really-
look
But listen,
It's never that.
Facts. Hold on. Let's capitalize on that.
A rich man don't bring
A female will want
want
a rich nigga to bring her up, but won't help a broke nigga out. Y'all look at a broke nigga and be like, oh hell no, I'm not helping that
Yeah,
nigga.
all the women
Hold on. We're not saying every woman. We're saying there's a lot. Y'all are a different breed of women.
Can we specify? There's two different types of broke though. Like on the real, we saying broke niggas.
Oh.
If you're broke, but all your bills and expenses are paid and you ain't got no money left over, I respect that and I will fuck with that. But if you are broke and nigga, you're finding money to smoke every day, but you're asking me for money to eat, I don't want to associate with that. Like, I think there's two different types. I think there's two different types of broke.
Bummy.
But when he's
That's
trying
not
for himself, like when he's actually trying.
When he's trying for himself, I will come up on a nigga. I know a lot of girls won't accept that. But if a nigga is trying, I respect
A
that.
nigga trying, that's
A
a nigga
nigga
being broke.
trying?
A nigga not trying, that's a nigga being bummed.
But the
I
woman
think-
still won't look his way because he's still technically broke, even though he's trying.
They think of him as
He's
straight
not
up bummy.
that-
They don't
he's not
think of
on
him as
that
broke.
rush
Okay,
hour,
so
that
basically-
serious.
Talk about like
So basically, y'all saying y'all don't want y'all think females are looking for a daddy, a sugar daddy.
No, we're not saying
No, like
we're
they
not
will
saying
say,
that.
They want a
High
man
ass
to
standards.
play. Yeah,
High
they have
standards.
high standards. Okay, high standards.
A lot of
okay,
men ain't in
you
their
want
life
a
like
female.
that.
They want men to pay their bills, but they act like they don't want to contribute.
But
But
y'all
let's
want to be
not
so-called
only-
independent women.
Okay, listen.
okay, now you're talking.
Wait.
Not only
So-
that,
So that means that the female wants you to play that daddy role for them. So what you do is you make a test for them. You say, okay, I'm finna get kicked out of my house. I won't have no car no more, and we finna be living at my mom's house. You see her reaction to that.
She gone. Divorce.
If she leaves in that instant, then she's not the one for you. But if she stays, okay, she's the one for you. But it's the thing about how she stays. She'll be like, okay, how much money do we have left? What time we getting evicted? Well, where we gonna go? She gonna make a plan of what you should spend and what we shouldn't spend as a whole together. So that's a female that you would want. But a female that's not contributing to anything, not looking for a job, not helping you, want to spend your money, want to do this, want to do that, but
it'd be easy
y'all
to spot
struggling.
them too, though.
Yeah.
Like it'd be easy as fuck. But I will say, a lot of girls do have high standards, but I think like also girls get held to high standards too. And I'm not saying y'all, but a lot of niggas want us to have our fucking hair done, our eyebrows done, our nails done, always have our shit on fleek. Oh, the perfect body.
We love y'all now.
We love y'all. We love stretch
now.
marks.
Y'all
We love
do.
it all.
Y'all do
Every
though.
single part.
But listen, and we can say right now, we love y'all in y'all most humblest times. But not every female do. And not every nigga do.
And you know why niggas is like that? Because females, oh, he gotta have this, he gotta be about that, he gotta be about that. We gonna do the same shit. You gotta have a fat ass, you gotta be smart, you gotta have a good job. We can do the same shit.
But it's not a
Especially
female.
when y'all
Like,
trying to be
female
independent
starting
women all the
it.
damn time. It's like y'all lost it. I'm sorry to cut y'all off. I'm sorry.
She wanted to talk about.
Yeah, she been kind of wanting to say
she
something
wanted
for
to
a
say
minute.
something. So I'm gonna let.
What's up?
okay,
What's up?
I feel like girls give these guys these high standards because of the way they were raised by their mothers. Their mothers make them think, oh, you need a man with this,
Treat
and
like
that.
queens.
Yeah.
You need a man that'll treat you like this, and this, and that. Anything less, you don't need it. So that's why these girls are going out and they're setting men to these high standards. It's not right, but it's true. That's what happens. And then I feel like it's girls who grow up without their fathers. They have daddy issues. So they're gonna go out and look for that type of person involuntarily. Like they're gonna get into these relationships, these bad relationships, these toxic relationships because they don't have that man in their household.
Yeah.
Someone to show them, you know, this is how a man's supposed to treat you.
I need somebody to show me this is how I'm supposed to be treated.
Yeah,
okay, but a man can say the same thing though.
Yeah,
He doesn't have the
okay.
right mother or something, and that's why he's treating women the way he's treating women.
Okay, in the old.
But I think it gets to a point where we could say our parents all day, but I think once you get to a certain age, it's like how you treat people is on you, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I wanted to say. You cannot blame
Once you get to a certain age, it's
you
like
should see how you act
in the old
and
days.
based off that.
In the
And
old.
not even that, it be young kids that they parents like racism. It's white people that want to date black people and black people that want to date white people. Regardless of what the fuck they parent think, they still gonna date who the fuck they want.
yeah,
So
eventually
that
they'll get
mindset
to that
of
point.
I didn't have a parent or my parents told me I need this in my life. That's bullshit. You allowing yourself to think that.
I won't say boo, but I'll say
I'm saying
like
as
you
you're
can't
going
heal
up, you're
from
gonna
it.
adapt to that. But once you get older, you have your own mindset.
You have
You
your
have to
own
hold
mindset
yourself
your whole
accountable.
life.
Well,
Can't nobody tell you what the fuck to do.
But when you a child, you are more impressionable.
Yeah, but it's up to you to go by that. You can't tell these people that's out here dating black boys, we don't do that. They fuck you, mama. These folk be getting put out all on TikTok and shit. I don't give a fuck. I like black dick. That's what I'm gonna get. You can't stop them folks.
Ooh.
That's what they want. That's what they're gonna get. And so I feel as if people use that as an excuse. Oh, I was brought up this way. My mom told me this, that, and the third. We look at white people and be like, oh, it don't matter if your parents was racist. You shouldn't be racist. You got your own mind. So why the fuck we don't use that same analogy when it comes to dating?
That's true. That's true.
That's true.
In the old days, it was like a man was supposed to be the provider for the family, and the woman was supposed to sit back and do laundry, cook dinner, make sure the house is clean and stuff like that. So as we get raised by these older women that had kids at a young age, and their moms was telling them what they should expect out of a man, that's how they brought us up to be. So once as people, we as men and women come together and we figure all that out, we'll be good.
Yeah,
we'll be straight.
Yeah.
We both of us are providers. Both of us should be doing the laundry. Both of us should be washing the dishes. Both of us should be taking care of the kids, making sure they're straight, making sure they come up to this world, make sure their credit is good. Cause I know about 80% of the world right now do not know how to get credit, how to do their taxes. That's stuff that school should teach, but also you as a parent should teach your child also.
That's true.
Facts.
And to speak on coming from an older generation, fun fact, I don't even know if y'all know this, but I think a big reason the whole husband works and provides and gets held to this high standard, because literally, I believe it's like 1961. Up until 1961, women couldn't even have bank accounts in their own name. So when I tell you that dependency, that high ass standard, that spending men's money, that shit's kind of built into our mind unconsciously up until 1961. Y'all can fact check me if y'all want. We couldn't even have bank accounts in our name. So it's like, it's part of upbringing, it's part of society, it's part of a lot of shit, but you gotta be strong enough to break that fucking chain and not look at a nigga and be like, okay, well, not look at a man and say, okay, he don't have this, he don't have to have that, he don't have this, I don't want it. Like, or with women, you gotta be able to look at a woman and be like, okay, she got stretch marks, okay, her hair ain't always done, okay, this and that. And I'm not saying y'all don't do it, but I'm saying as society, like, it's so built into us, we so judgmental because it's so built into us that you gotta break the chains. I think that's what Quan was kind of speaking on, of like how your parents, yes, they bring you up this way, but eventually you get to a point where you can't blame that shit on them.
You choose your own path.
So
I believe a relationship, to me, is supposed to be 50-50.
right.
Like, if I don't have it, then he'll have it, and if he don't have it, then I'll have it. And I feel like it shouldn't have to be, oh, he needs to do this, and that. He needs to do all 80%, and I just do that 20%.
Or vice versa.
Or vice versa. Right. So I believe it's supposed to be 50-50.
There's
Okay,
also. Oh, you went.
I was gonna change the topic to another question.
Hell yeah, we've
You
been
can
on
go
this
ahead.
shit.
We've
Been on this shit.
It's also the fact to do with ego.
That's a big one.
Yeah,
Oof.
that's
Ego
I
is
skipped
is
over ego. I don't
big
even think
thing.
about that shit.
Oh
What
my
your
God.
friends gotta say
Right.
behind, like,
Yeah,
when you-
okay.
Yes,
when your friends-
yes. Yes.
You still taking care of her? You still taking care of him?
When
Like,
your friend, when you
You
put
still
your-
dealing with
yeah.
that broke nigga? Like,
Okay, now we can change the topic. This topic is gonna be about what you should not ever explain your relationship to somebody outside of it.
oh God, you not dating them.
I understand the thing of wanting to tell somebody and understand. I understand the thing of wanting to hear advice, but at the same time,
It's some shit
it makes
you don't
it
tell.
yeah, it makes it much worse. It makes you think your thinking it gets sidetracked to what you really what you really know about the relationship, but at the same time you want that deep dark thought, that leading thought, you want that consciousness to come forward. So that's your conscience talking. That's not your real mind talking. That's your conscience. Your conscience. I'm sorry. But like, so in your mind, so in your mind, you like, okay, we adults. We can work it out together as ourselves. It's really not that deep. But then in your mind, you're like, oh my God, he doing too much.
And then
he
your
wrong.
friends, they come in and amp shit up.
And
Like,
10 times
You don't
worse.
need that nigga. That nigga ain't shit. You could get you a new nigga. He don't even pay your bills. He don't
but
do
they
this,
don't
he
even
that.
know y'all like
Right.
you know y'all. And this ain't every situation. Some of y'all need to leave y'all toxic ass relationships. I'm gonna be real. But not y'all, but some of y'all who fucking watching need to leave. But we talking about when you having a little issue with your boyfriend and you come to your friend for simple advice and then it's fuck that nigga or fuck that bitch. Like, damn.
That correlates with social media as well.
Oh yeah.
You never
yeah.
put your
Business online.
business online.
That don't
Yeah,
go
well,
away.
That
That does
backfolds
not go
real
away.
quick. Real quick.
My input on that also is like, you can't, anytime you and your significant other get into some shit, that basically also has a fault to play in some of the decisions y'all make as females when y'all get upset about certain things. Y'all go and run and tell the business all throughout the family and stuff. So that also brings in
Niggas
negative,
too.
brings
Niggas
in
too.
negative
Okay.
input.
Niggas too. Niggas
Negative
too.
input from your family. Then once we fix the shit, now your family don't want me over there, want me around.
Looking
and
at
hate
her
But
me.
it's not
sideways,
family
right,
or with
But
their nerves.
that's
Okay.
not only a
Negative.
that's not only a female thing
It's a
though.
man thing
Because
too.
then your nigga mama be mad as fuck at you because he a mama's boy, and it could go both
But that's
ways.
a certain category of a nigga.
Like-
All these niggas ain't out here ain't mama's boys.
But think about it though,
listen.
it's not only a female thing.
Yeah.
People just run their mouth to their family when their family shouldn't be in a relationship.
It's a human thing. I don't think it will ever get fixed, honestly. It will never get fixed. There will always be a chance of you running to somebody telling your business. But it's the thing about you being discreet about some of the things that you shouldn't say.
And knowing your audience. If you know a motherfucker secretly hating on you, why the fuck would you go and tell them your business and how
Right.
your
Yeah.
nigga had you
You
crying
giving
last
them
night?
fuel to the fire.
Why? Fuck.
They got
80%
so many snakes in the grass, they don't know who the fuck is who.
80% of motherfuckers be happy you struggling, bruh. 20% don't care.
Okay, he was like, all right, me personally, if I'm having a problem with Mario, I don't have nobody to go to.
Oh, y'all together?
Yeah.
Oh.
If I'm having a problem with Mario, I don't have nobody to go to, so I go to my sister. I go to my sister for advice. She be like, okay. Sometimes she'll tell me I need to leave the house. I need to move back to South Carolina. I'll be like, no, I'm not running away. I'm not a running away type of person.
Right.
What I need
Stand
from you
up
is
to that shit.
I mean, she giving me options, but at the same time, that's not what I want to hear. So what I want to hear from her is, you got this. Y'all just need to talk this out. I'm just coming to her as like, I'm making her my therapist, basically. Making her my I'm venting.
Venting.
Also-
There's a difference between wanting advice
Yeah.
and just want to be heard.
I just want to be
Oh, God.
heard.
Question though, is that you're talking about talking that to your mother though?
Yeah,
No,
I've
her
been
sister.
To, yeah, I've
Your
been
sister?
to my mother and I've been to my sister.
Okay, so you said that you sometimes when they give you information that you also don't want to hear,
Yeah.
but if you know that that's the type of advice they're gonna give you, then
Why
why
go
keep
back?
keep going back? Hang on, just listen.
Oh, all right.
Because expectation
I hear
is a
that.
motherfucker.
I
If
hear
you
that.
put this expectation on a person to give you this type of information because you told them this, you're going to keep letting yourself down every time.
Yeah.
Because you know the type of advice. You know certain people who, if you want them to be raw with you and stuff, you know the certain people to go to. You know just the person to go to, though, when you want them to be on your side.
Yeah.
When you mad at Mario and you just want to people, you need somebody on your side to tell you, yeah, you should be mad at Mario, you know exactly who to call.
Yeah.
And that person could be your sister or your mama, because you know they're going to tell you, well, fuck that, tell him, fuck him, we're going to come back to South Carolina, here, we're going to do things bigger and better, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And that's just... And you got that energy because you know where to where to go to get that. Versus if you would come and talk to somebody like the twins, Quan or me, we're gonna give the shit to you raw because hell, we know him and we know you, so we know both.
Yeah.
We know both sides of y'all. We know what the hell you do to get on his nerves, and we know what the hell you do to get on your nerves.
And that be the best people to talk to because if
you
you talking to your
stop talking to single people about relationship shit.
Please.
They single for a fucking reason.
Okay. For real.
God
My-
damn, y'all
like you
I
said,
feel dragged. I feel murdered, bitch. God damn. Shoot me. But no,
you got an relationship
That's
type
some-
mentality.
that's some truth to that shit though. If that person always struggling in a relationship, don't talk to them. Me, I'm just on my single shit. I'm not gonna lie.
But that struggle is also like, you know how I lost track of time, but that struggle is also like advice. Sometimes it's not bad advice, but it's not also good advice.
Right.
So you speak
It's hurt
advice.
advice.
Yeah, it's hurt advice. Sometimes it's just hurt advice, raw hurt advice, something that you yourself has not forgiven him for what he did.
Well, go listen to Rod Wave and fix your shit between yourselves. Stop going on
For real
the
though, if you go to somebody, that's not the advice that you want to hear
Shout out
because
to
you don't
you,
know
Robin.
you don't know what they've been through. You don't know because your situation is totally different from their situation.
that's why when I
And
try
they're
to
gonna
talk to
see
you,
it as my bad.
you good. No, keep going.
They're gonna see it as, oh, this happened to me, and I think it's gonna happen to her. It's gonna happen the same way.
Yeah.
So they give you that advice to try to stop it, but it's not the same situation because it happened to them. It does not mean that it's gonna happen to you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you as a friend, you're giving her that advice, but also let her know, say you don't follow my advice though, because that's not how your relationship is right now. Because if you follow my advice, you're gonna hurt him more.
Yeah,
and
disclaim
you're gonna
that
hurt-
shit.
Yeah, you're gonna hurt
Say a
yourself.
disclaimer.
I have a
This
question,
is what
though.
worked for me. Also,
Or you want to be...
if you want, if you
You ain't
in
got shit else to do.
2021 want to be mad, my nigga, something's fucking wrong. Go heal yourself. Do you not understand? I'm sorry. Maybe I'm coming for some of y'all, but
Riley.
No.
Listen, like,
I'm gonna explain myself.
here's for me. I'm gonna be so real. I spent so much of my life being mad, angry, upset, sad, depressed, arguing. Why the fuck would I want to do that shit on purpose? I'm just me. I'm the type of person, I'm not doing none of that arguing shit on purpose. I don't fucking argue. You call me with that yelling shit, nigga, I'm hanging up. Call me back when you calm down. And that's not my nigga shit. That's just people in general. If my friends call me on some other shit, I'm not participating in that energy. I'm not with that negative shit. I'm not arguing. I'm not doing none of that because that shit don't make me no money or happy. That's me. That's me though.
Okay,
I'm damn near the same boat.
I'm gonna explain
If I want to
myself.
sit down
Like,
and hear you
come
yell
on.
like,
energy over here.
I like to be chill, bro.
I love
Keep that in
shit.
the way of society.
I'm
Keep that in the
gonna
way of
explain
society.
myself right now. Okay, so when I was little, I was like 13, 14. I used to have imaginary boyfriends. I know some people do, some people don't. Y'all may think it weird, y'all may join me.
You ain't
But
weird though.
Hey, this is a
used
waste
to-
of society.
yeah.
Ain't no judgment being passed around
Okay,
here. And
I
if you
used
judging
to-
on the camera, fuck you.
I used to make up different. I used to make up to him. That's why I got a box heart right now. I used to make up different scenarios. I used to have different boyfriends, and I used to make up like hard, raw breakups. And I used to feel that heart pain. And that heart pain, it felt good to me when I was young. It felt good. Like I actually felt something. Because when I was young, I didn't feel anything.
You felt numb.
I felt numb. Like I didn't.
You didn't
like,
feel strongly about anything.
yeah. So like when I was talking to I used to talk to Mario on Kick when I was young. I didn't have any connection with him.
Yes,
Shout out
sir.
Kids.
Only the OGs.
Shout out Kids. Y'all remember Kids?
Only the OGs know what kick is, bro.
I had all the whole man. Have every last one of their picture as my goddamn thing. Different times
Hell
of the
yeah,
week.
I get depressed and put
Different
the
times
fucking
of the
black
night.
screen with
Yeah,
the
with the black
kid.
kid.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. So many times
Delete it. I'm going off social media.
I'm going everybody.
Yeah, okay,
I'm
so
going.
like, I used to get
In reality, my mama took my phone.
Oh God.
Right.
Oh God.
Like,
Yeah,
I used to get on. Yeah, I used to get on chat now. That's how I
That's
met.
how everybody's
Yeah,
doing, man.
that's how I meet different people from different places. That's how I met Mario. But at the same time, as a young girl, I used to talk to older men. That's strike one of why I am the way I am right now. Because older people say that I was too fast, but at the same time, I was not taught. Like, I was not taught that it was wrong. In my mind, I knew it was wrong. You know, it's common sense. It's wrong. He's older. You should, like, tell somebody. But at the same time, I'm
But you ain't fully grasping
I'm
what
not
was
fully
wrong.
grasping what was wrong. So I'm talking to older men. I'm not realizing they're pervert now. But
You had those connections.
it wasn't more like, it was like I didn't, in my city, I didn't have friends. I didn't have people to connect with, people to understand, tell me how I felt, what my feelings really were. I didn't have none of that. So in my mind, when I was young, I was molested, I was raped. Yeah, that's like most girl stories. It's like a trauma. That trauma is gonna come with questions. That questions is going to come with mistakes trying to get that question answered. Because I'm scared to come to my parents. I'm scared to come to anybody else. So you're like, what do you do? What do I say? How do I get a relationship? How do I not feel that numbness? Like, feel something other than nothing. So I made scenarios where I have raw breakups. That heartache felt good to me. So I kept doing it. So that way my trust issues are completely gone when it's in a relationship. So my first relationship, I dated a white boy, completely out of,
I did too.
yeah, a black person's mind. So I'm getting other people telling me, why would you want a black boy? Or questions like, what his dick look like? Cause
They asked me that too.
What does a white boy dick look like?
I'm telling you,
And
that shit was heavy.
they'll be like, since the older aunties and uncles think that I'm fast in the ass, and like,
They over-sexualized
they
you,
over-sexualized
and you was still
me.
a child.
Yeah, they over-sexualized me. They was like, okay, are y'all having sex? And I'll be like, no. And she's like, they'll be in the background, yeah, she's having sex with him, when I'm really not. I honestly, real life, I lost my virginity at 16. But in their mind, I lost my virginity way earlier than what I had. My real virginity, that I don't count, because it was taken from me. It was not my choice.
And you have a right not to count it.
I don't count it
You
as
have a right not to
my
count
virginity.
that.
So my
For
real virginity, my actually raw virginity, I counted at 16. 16, I began my sex journey. I began realizing what I liked, and what I didn't like. So back to kick, I was talking to different people, but at the same time, I had no connections. So with my mom looking at my phone, you know how parents are, they see you talking sexual without knowing the full story and like breaking it down. So they beat you, they try to beat out that fast girl out
They
of you.
degrade you
Instead of talking to you about they
try to embarrass you.
They try to
embarrass you.
It was just
we were just
talking about
noticing
that.
that it makes you look bad. As a mother, as a father.